Hi, this is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, September 12th, through this coming Sunday, September 18th, 2016. So this week we are building up to Friday, and Friday, September 16th at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, is the full moon in Pisces, which is also a lunar eclipse. So full moons are about fulfilling and realizing the things that we began at the new moon 2 weeks ago, and have also been working on these past 6 months. And of course, during a full moon, our emotions are heightened and we seek to realize our potential. And this full moon is also going to be a lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse creates moments of crisis and endings. And these endings allow new beginnings. So it all turns out well. This lunar eclipse is going to illuminate what you need to let go of. And by releasing, we enable shifts so new, more appropriate goodness can enter our lives. So pay attention to where you feel drained, because those are the areas or the things you need to clear out or change. And change is good because it allows those new beginnings. And there are also aspects this week that are going to balance karma in your life. So just go with the flow, breathe, and be kind. Be kind to everyone. And in every situation this week, that's going to help that karma go as well as possible. So also the lunar eclipse in Pisces increases our awareness. So your dreams could be more vivid and more, filled with more meaning these next 2 weeks. So pay attention to that dream time. And this full moon in Pisces, which opposes the sun in Virgo, is dealing with the emphasis of the Virgo-Pisces axis. Daily routines, physical health, order. That's what Virgo's all about. Now our spiritual connection, our spiritual health and disorder, that's what Pisces is all about. Virgo dislikes imperfection, while Pisces finds imperfection beautiful. It's that polarity. And this polarity of the full moon with the lunar eclipse is going to help you process opposites and where you perceive lack in your life. And once you go ahead and let go of the things that are draining or confusing you, you're going to open the way for positive, significant change in your life. So this week and next, you're going to be aware of things to release, but also not so aware of what's coming next. Realize that this is a temporary placement for you. You've got to, get rid of the old so the new can come in. You can't have, 2 things at once. And as things shift and move, your new opportunities are going to become more evident. This full moon lunar eclipse has an emphasis on relationships and on your job. So perhaps there are some long-standing relationships that need to shift, or that you are ready for a career change. Just to give you some ideas. So let's get on to the cards. We're using the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. This beautiful artwork by Steve A. Roberts. We've got our 3 rows: money, success, and well-being. And let's see what we got this week. This is money cards for the money row. I love it. More money for your success. I'm going to go over each one of these to give you a complete reading for the energy of this week and how you can use it to your best advantage. So we're starting with the Ten of Earth. What a beautiful card to start with, because this is the culmination of all the goodness that you want. It's money, it's health, it's family, it's your material world. Tens are also doorways. And once you go through this doorway, you get your abundance. So it's about happy relationships. Using this coming full moon to align all of your relationships. If there's someone in your life that isn't in alignment with your greatest happiness, go ahead and let them go. If there's someone who's critical or, just bad energy around you, go ahead and let them go, even if they are a close relative. This is your lesson, to not allow these people to hinder your happiness, to, drag down on the positive things in your life. Go ahead and move on, allowing things that are more appropriate and people that are more appropriate and more supportive for you to come into your life. This is financial security and finding magic in all those beautiful little things. So these cards this week are a combination of things are already in place and you are also activating new things. So this Ten of Earth, we're starting with the doorway. Go ahead and go through that doorway and allow your new beginning. Your new beginning in your material world, in your physical world. This is also the card of your health improving, your health taking a turn for the better. Things, falling into alignment for healing. The Six of Earth, this is balance of giving and receiving. Giving money, so it's, you receiving money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. It's also the balance of your giving money, your sharing money, sharing opportunities, sharing your efforts to allow others to benefit as well. So beautiful, having faith and trust that your material world is okay. Everything's flowing for you. Pay attention to those new career opportunities. You've got to leave one to allow the new one to come in. And that's the energy of this week. So it's all good. It's all okay. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart are your best opportunities and your best new wonderfulness. Now, balance with Archangel Zadkiel. This is showing you that with balance you can achieve things. When I see this card, I think of alchemy. And alchemy is taking very boring and base things and turning them into something wonderful and magnificent. So, allowing Archangel Zadkiel to take the things in your life that are dull and not very interesting and creating something so much better with them. This is going to give you balance and moderation, this cooperation and compromise. Perfect energy for this week. Allow people to help you. This is that balancing of karma. Allowing your relationships and your career to be more in alignment with what makes you happy. And waiting for perfect timing. So the full moon and the lunar eclipse are not until Friday. So this week we're building to that energy, and you've got 4 days before Friday to still work on the things that you were, beginning at the new moon, the things that you want to bring to fruition for the full moon, the things that are still growing and happening for you. And, you're still perhaps figuring out that Pisces, Virgo polarity of what it is you need to let go of, the things that you're ready to, release so the better things can come in for you. And the Ace of Earth, like this Ten of Earth above it, the Ace says, what are you beginning now? What are you starting? This is your success row, and this is about money. It's also about health and all that goodness. What are you starting that's going to keep growing? The abundance that's coming in now is growing. It's growing to that beautiful Ten of Earth to give you this promising business adventure. Anything you need to sign, you need to think about it right now, because this is Mercury retrograde. So if you're presented with contracts and documents, make sure you read them very carefully, because Mercury retrograde is kind of funny energy for all of that communication stuff. So realize you're in a good place. Realize that things are flowing for you. Any changes that you make in business, they're going to be positive. You're reassessing what it is that you want to do that's going to be to your highest good. And justice says you're going to have good outcomes. This beautiful, fair, and just decisions. And it's doing what you know is right and standing up for your beliefs. Justice is that, the practical, logical things in your life coming together. And Archangel Raguel is going to help you with this. This is responsibility, it's money, it's any legal issues. This is all working out well. Good week for that. And then the Page of Earth. Back to your prosperity. Back to creating money. The page is giving you a message. Go ahead and get started on this. And the Ace, that's new beginnings. New beginnings in your health and your well-being and your financial success. And, if you want to change your job, if you want to get more education, if you want to do something that's more appropriate to what you're passionate about, now is the time to start looking into that. Now is the time to visualize yourself making those changes and being in a happier place and position professionally. So a lot of support for that. Like that. Now the Seven of Water reminds you you've got choices. You've got options. And as you make your decisions, you're narrowing down these options. So what is appealing to you? Out of all the things that you can choose from, which one stands out to you the most? They're all possible. You've got all these options in front of you, and all of them are possible, but only a few of them are really good options, are really viable, and are going to really make you happy in the long term. So go ahead and do your research and get more information so the things that you choose will turn out well for you. And, they're asking you, go ahead, make a decision, no more procrastinating. You don't have to keep thinking and thinking about things. Sometimes analysis, is paralysis. So, how do you want your decisions to lead you forward? You've got to start taking the steps, one foot in front of the other. And the Six of Fire says, make that decision because it's going to be victorious. You are going to do well. This is victory. Here he is in the victory parade with all the rose petals and its beautiful energy. And it also says after the parade, after he gets down off his horse, he has to get back to work. He keeps continuing working upon what brought him this success. So that's your message in your life. You've got success, you're doing things well, and you need to keep at it. You need to keep going. The victory continues. You're going to be recognized for all your good work. And if you're feeling that you're stagnating right now, realize good news is on its way. The things that you have put into place are happening. Things are moving, all in a good way, all for positive results. And the wheel reinforces this. The wheel says the momentum has started, the wheel is turning, things are happening. Archangel Michael is protecting you and helping you. So this covers all the elements and all the aspects. What do you want to create? What do you want to happen? Because this is a time of positive change. This full moon lunar eclipse is going to point out lack and point out what needs to change in your life, in your relationships, in your professional life, in your job, in your education, and help you move forward. It's also a doorway. We see a 10. We started the week with a 10. We started the reading with a 10. And we're reading with a 10. A 10 is a doorway. You go through the doorway, the 10 reduces to a 1, and the 1 stands for your new beginning. So this is things happening, things moving forward. This is goodness and good fortune and all the things turning out the way that you want them to. It's a very, very positive card. If you need, more insight, call on Archangel Michael to help you with that. I also can help you with a personal reading to address exactly what's happening in your life. Call in your angels and your guides and give you all the answers and clarity and understanding that you need to specifically deal with what's going on for you right now. All these full moons and astrological aspects affect each of us differently by where they fall on our natal chart, which house they're in, which sign they're in, and how that corresponds personally to us. So all the information for a reading is on my website, which is spiritpathways.net. And have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.